Hi everyone, I'm Torzi and welcome to this 30-minute yoga sequence with Runna. We're going to start in a cross-leg position today, so just meet me here on your mats. In this position, lengthening your spine and drawing the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Hands can just rest on your knees or thighs here, and once you're settled, just encouraging the eyes to close down. At the start of these classes, we just take a few moments to welcome stillness, press pause on the day we've had so far. And we have the space to check in with how we feel in the body and in the mind. As we welcome stillness at the start of this class, we start to become increasingly aware of our breath and how we feel as we breathe. Observe here where you notice your breath the most. This might be around the tip of the nose, or in the rise and fall of the chest or belly. Just becoming aware of how your body responds to your breath. I encourage you here now to draw your hands to the belly and take some deeper breaths before we come into our moving practice. So on your inhale, feeling the belly expand, guiding that breath down into the diaphragm. And as you exhale, feeling the belly pull back towards your spine. So inhaling for the belly to expand. And exhaling for the belly to relax. So taking those nice deep breaths in. And nice long breaths out. As we breathe deeper, we increase that sense of presence on the mats, but we also prepare the body for the practice we're going to come through. Let's take a final deep breath together. And then together lifting our hands to meet in front of the heart. And it's from this position we set an intention or a small goal for the practice. Or maybe you just want to thank yourself for dedicating this time and space to moving your body mindfully. Amazing. Let's flutter open the eyes, wiggle through the fingers and the toes. And then take a nice deep breath in to flip the palms, circle sweep the arms up above you, interlacing your fingers, pushing away from the body, and just gently mobilizing through the spine and back body here, just easing yourself side to side, warming up the spine. Okay, take a deep breath in, lift through center. As you exhale, ground down through your left palm and reach the right fingertips up and overhead towards the sides, coming into our lateral side stretch. Hip bones are both grounded here. We're lengthening into the side body. Okay, let's come through a nice big circle through that lifted arm. So drawing the fingertips down, grazing the earth in front of you, and then opening into the shoulder, into the chest. We're going to do this 2 more times. So just take your time with your circles, opening into the body as you move, clearing any stagnant energy held in the shoulder joints. Okay, finishing that third and final circle by reaching the fingertips off to the sides, and then breathing in to lift through center. As you exhale, come off to the other side, so rooting through the right palm, and lifting the left fingertips up and overhead. Again, sit bones are grounded here. We're stretching into the side body. Good. And then we're coming through those nice big circles. So grazing the fingertips along the earth, opening into the shoulder. And then again, moving through 2 or 3 of these nice big shoulder rolls. Lovely. Let's reach the fingertips over to the side. And then on your next breath in, lifting nice and tall through center. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Great. So let's come over the knees. We're going to meet in a tabletop position on our mats. So guiding our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, meeting in this 4-point pose. Take a deep breath in with me here. Lower the belly, tilt the tailbone upwards, open the heart for your cow pose. As you exhale, push down through the palms, draw the tailbone down, round the spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhaling for your cow. And exhaling for your cat. Inhale for your cow. And exhale for your cat. Lovely. Coming back to your level tabletop position here, we're going to move into some core activations together. So root down firmly through your left palm, reach the right fingertips forwards and the left toes back behind you. We're coming into our balanced cat pose. So we're finding that lovely long line of energy from the tips of our fingers to the toes extended behind us. Strong through the core, active through the abdominal wall. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, guide the right elbow to meet the left knee underneath you. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend, firing up the core. Inhale to extend. And exhale to bend. Good. Inhale to extend. And this time as you exhale, you can either stay as is, or you could bend through your back leg, meeting your right fingertips with the left ankle for your half bow pose. This is quite a challenging posture, so don't worry if it feels like you're shaking a little. It's a strong pose. Feel free to rest whenever you need. Okay, guiding those hands to meet. We're going to gently extend the left leg out to the side in line with that right knee. And we're going to come down onto our forearms to welcome some depth of stretch through that left inner thigh, adductor group. In this pose, I always like to just gently rock forward and back on my forearms, just easing my body into the state of stretch here. Taking those nice deep breaths, you've got it. Fabulous. Let's come up onto those hands. You're actually going to walk the hands a few inches further in front of you on the mat, guiding the left toes back behind you, tucking through the left toes and driving back with that left heel for a calf stretch here. You may want to mobilize through the ankle a little, just coming onto the tips of the toes and then drawing the heel back and just stretching into that left calf muscle. Brilliant job. Okay, let's release through that stretch, guiding the knees to meet under your hips and palms the hands to meet under your shoulders. Just giving the hips a little shake from side to side here. And then we're going to bump the hips off to the right side, looking over the left shoulder towards those toes. Lovely. Come back through center. Let's move on to the other side. So rooting firmly through the right palm, reach the left fingertips forward in front of you, extend the right toes back behind you. As soon as you lift through those fingertips, through those toes, you're going to feel the abdominal we'll switch on the core activate to keep your body strong and sturdy in this posture, balanced cats. Okay, let's breathe in together. As you exhale, guide your left elbow towards your right knee underneath you. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. Inhale to extend. And exhale to bend. Good. Inhale to extend. And this time as you exhale, you can either stay as you are, or you could bend through your lifted leg, guiding your left hand to meet your right ankle in your half bow pose. Again, this posture is strong, so just welcome some deep breaths, doing really well. Okay, let's release our left hand to meet the right, gently extending that right foot off to the right side in line with the left knee. And then we can come down onto those forearms and nice and gently stretch into that right inner thigh, the adductor group, and just gently rocking forward and back on those forearms. Really good. Amazing. Let's come up onto those hands. And then just walking those hands a few inches forward in front of us on the mat. Firm foundation through the fingertips. Guiding the right toes back behind us on the mat, tucking the toes and drawing that heel back in space. Okay, we can find some mobility here through that right ankle, just coming onto the tips of the toes and then driving that right heel back. Before once more stretching through that right calf muscle. Brilliant job. Let's guide those knees to meet under our hips. Palms of the hands to meet under the shoulders, just taking a sway of the hips from side to side. And then we're bumping our hips off to the left side, just looking over the right shoulder towards those feet. Okay, come back through center. Walk the palms forward in front of you. Take a tuck of the toes and lift the hips up for your first downward facing dog of this class. So take some generous pedals into the legs, bending into one leg, straightening into the other. Lovely. And then finding some stillness here in your down dog, you're going to push down through that right hand and guide your left hand towards the outer right shin, looking underneath that right shoulder. Down dog twist. Gorgeous. Let's guide the hands to meet in front of us. Root firmly through your left hand this time, pushing down hard with the left palm and guiding the right fingertips towards the outer left shin this time. Looking under that left shoulder. Beautiful job. Guide your hands to meet in front of you. That's some strong work for the arms. Let's take a deep breath in to flow forward for our plank pose. As you exhale, drop through the knees, hug the triceps to the rib cage as you lower your chest and chin down to the mat. We're going to take a Sphinx pose here, so coming onto your forearms and lifting through the chest, pushing into the tops of your feet. Just taking this gentle variation of cobra as our heart opener. Brilliant. And then lowering down through the chest. Draw the palms of the hands under the shoulders, tuck through the toes. A little bit of a challenge here. See if you can push yourself up to that plank position. Meeting me here. Good. Draw the hips back to downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, take some baby steps towards those wrists, guiding one foot followed by the other to meet hip width distance at the top of the mat. Soften into the knees here and fold forward, taking your hands towards opposite elbows behind the legs and a little gentle rock from side to side. Okay, fingertips framing your feet. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine, fingertips to shins, finding a flat back pose. Exhale, forward folds. And inhale, root to rise. Push into the feet, lifting all the way up to a standing position. Exhaling, meeting the hands in front of your chest. Good, so we're coming into our mountain pose here. Lifting up through all your 10 toes, pushing down with that big toe knuckle, guiding the outer edges of your feet to the earth, and then just gently grounding through those toes. Palms face forward by your sides, shoulders draw down away from the ears. Mountain pose. It's from here we're going to take our core flow for the class. So just remind yourself of that small goal you set to keep yourself motivated through this practice. Okay, opening the eyes if you guided them to close. Take a deep breath in to draw the hips back, reach the fingertips forward for a strong chair pose. As you exhale, guiding your hands to heart center, take a deep breath in and then exhale to twist to your left side, so hooking that right elbow over your left knee for a chair twist here. Deep breath in, firing up those legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Root through the palms, step or hop back to your plank pose. Exhale to take your chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Root into the left foot. Take a deep breath in to sweep the right toes up to the ceiling. Three-leg dog. Exhale to draw the knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Back toes tucked, heel lifted. Reach the fingertips tall for your high lunge. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. Deep breath in. Exhale to open through the hips for your warrior two, arms reaching out wide. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale to ground your right forearm on your thigh, following the left fingertips up and overhead, rooting the left palm, tucking the back toes, and reaching the right fingertips up for your easy twist. Lovely. Frame your front foot with your hands. Guide the feet to meet behind you, downward facing dog. Inhaling for your plank. Exhaling for chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. And exhale for your downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, take a step or a hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. Stunning job. Let's come on to the other side. Breathe in, hips draw back, fingertips reach forward, strong chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, and exhale to take your twist to your right side, hooking the left elbow over your right knee. Chair twist. Inhaling here, and exhaling to fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, rooting the palms. You can step or hop back to your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Root into the right foot this time. Breathe in to sweep the left toes up for three-leg dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Step the foot between your hands. Back toes are tucked, heel lifted. As you reach the fingertips tall. High lunge. Really good. Breathing in together. Exhaling to open up for your warrior two, arms reaching out wide. Breathe in to reverse your warrior. Breathe out to guide your left forearm to your thigh, following the right fingertips up and overhead. Ground the right palm, tuck the back toes. Lift the left fingertips up for your easy twist. Amazing job. Okay, let's guide the hands to meet either side of that left foot. And then draw the feet to meet for our downward facing dog. Option to stay here and take some deep breaths. Option to flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling for plank. Exhaling to lower down to the mat. Inhale to lift through the heart center. And exhale for your downward facing dog. Great. Okay, look towards those hands. Take a step or a hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for your flat back. Exhale for your forward folds. Inhale, root to rise, lifting tall. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. We're going to come into a wide leg fold now. So drawing your feet nice and wide, widthways on your yoga mat. Draw your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in, soften into the knees. And then exhale to slowly fold forward over those legs. So guiding your hands down to the earth. And just do what feels good here. Some people like a little bit of stillness in a wide leg fold. Some people like to just gently shake things out from side to side. So just doing what feels good for you. Lovely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take pyramid towards the back of your mat. So peek at me if you need, but we're going to pivot the feet to face the back of the mat. So left foot should be forward in front of us, right heel drawing back behind us. So moving into pyramid pose, facing the back of your yoga mat, stretching into that left hamstring and that right calf muscle. Brilliant job. Okay, come back to your wide leg fold, and then we're moving into that next transition towards the front of the mat. So now our right foot is forward in front of us, and our left heel is guiding back behind us. Pyramid pose, facing the front of your yoga mat. Stretching into that right hamstring, that left calf muscle. Brilliant. Let's pivot the feet so that we're back in our wide leg fold. Soften into the knees, hands to hips, lifting through the body. Great. Let's come back towards the top of the mat. Just give everything a little shake. And then we're going to come all the way down to the earth. So take a nice generous bend into the knees. Breathe in to circle sweep the arms, lifting tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward folds, root the palms, step the feet back for plank, and then just dropping those knees down. We're going to make our way into a kneeling position at the back of the mat before coming all the way down onto our backs for a final posture to take. So just take your time to meet me here. Quite a quick transition from standing all the way down to the earth. So once you're ready, just meeting me in constructive rest on the mat, soles of the feet just a few inches from the sit bones there. We're going to take twisted roots to finish things off today. So we're going to guide our right ankle to rest over the left thigh, like so, finding that external rotation through the right hip. We're then going to encourage that right foot to draw off towards the left side. So finding some rooting there through the right foot. Hands going to guide to the outer edge of the right knee even, left hand towards outer edge of the right knee. And then we're stretching into that right gluteal. Reaching the right arm out to the side. There's lots of lefts and rights going on in this pose. But we're welcoming here a stretch through the right outer hip, IT bands and glutes. And just releasing into the lower spine as well. Amazing job. Let's come back through center, unhooking that right leg, and then guiding that left ankle to rest over the right thigh, externally rotating through the left hip, and preparing to draw the left foot off to the right side, right fingertips to the outer edge of the left knee, drawing the knee towards you so you can really develop that stretch through the left glutes, outer hip, and then reaching the left fingertips off to the sides. Closing through the eyes and softening in this pose as we prepare for corpse pose together. Lovely job. Take your final deep breath before shifting things back through center, unhooking the leg, hugging both knees to the chest, just taking a gentle rock from side to side before dropping the soles of the feet back down to earth, extending those legs forward in front of you on the mat. Palms of the hands can face up by your sides or rest over your belly. And the final few minutes of this class are dedicated to restoring and relaxing, but also to integrating all the practice we've done on the mats thus far. Corpse pose. Okay, let's gently start to wiggle through our fingers and through our toes. Preparing to guide the knees up towards the chest. And just taking some gentle rocks from side to side, massaging through the lumbar spine. We're then going to roll over to our right side, resting in a brief fetal position before making our way up into a final seated posture on your mats. Just draw your hands to rest on your knees or thighs, lift the shoulders up to the ears, pull them back and down the spine. And then once you're ready, lifting the arms up above you, touching the hands in prayer above the heads, and guiding your hands to your heart center. Just take this moment to thank yourself for dedicating the time, the space to this class, and I really hope you enjoyed this yoga sequence with Runna.